Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today on In the Kitchen with Sandy, we are cooking up something good. Like always, cooking up something really super delicious. Today we're going to be doing a one skillet filet mignon. We're going to do it, start it off on the stovetop. We're going to finish it out in the oven. We're also going to have some baby red potatoes with it, some asparagus, and some mini bella mushrooms. It's going to be absolutely off the chain. You know, it's going to be so delicious. We're also going to be making a shrimp cocktail. Why not? Hey, because it's just going to complement the dinner so well. So you can have that a little bit before, then have dinner later. I'm not prepared to do a, you know, I'm not doing a dessert. So y'all are on your own with the dessert, you know. Sorry about that. This popularity here. But you guys are all on your own with the dessert. You know, have some ice cream, hot fudge sundae, or, you know, make up your own dessert. You know what I mean? So we're going to go ahead and get started here. I've got some filet mignons coming to room temperature over there on the stove. I've got some asparagus prepped, some little baby red potatoes prepped. I've got my baby bella mushrooms prepped. I've got my shrimp prepped, so let's go ahead and get started. All right, in this little bowl here, I've got some shrimp. These are raw shrimp. Typically, when people make the shrimp cocktail, they use either the already cooked shrimp or they just boil this. I don't even need to tell you, there ain't nothing ordinary about this girl. So we're not going to be doing no boiling. We're going to cook these in a pan with butter, a little bit of olive oil, and maybe just a little bit of garlic powder. So I think, you know, we've gotta be different. You didn't come here to get ordinary. If you did, then I don't know what to tell you. Ain't nothing ordinary about me. But I think you've already found that out, right? We're gonna go ahead and get started on this. We're gonna get our shrimp ready, because what we're gonna do is, since we are not using cooked shrimp, slow down girl, we're gonna have to allow these time to you know, get cold before we serve them. I know what you're asking, girl, why didn't you just make it easy and get cooked shrimp? Well, I'm gonna tell you why. Let me tell you why. Because when you buy cooked shrimp, just a little tiny bit of olive oil there, just a little tiny bit, just enough to just cook these through. We're going to use butter as well. When you buy cooked shrimp tends to be, to me, it tends to be a little on the rubbery side, and, you know, I'm not looking for rubbery. Are you? Are you looking for rubbery? But you know what? If that's what you have on hand, that's perfectly fine. I've used both, to be honest with you. I just like to do it this way because, number one, your shrimp gets a little bit of seasoning to it, and again, it's not rubbery. I'm going to show you. I went ahead and cleaned these. They were already butterflied, but I got the one of the veins out of the top there. There's not just the vein, the mud vein in the bottom, there's some in the top, and let me tell you something, I can't even deal with that, so I had to get that off there. I left just a little bit of the tail on there because that's gonna, you know, it's just gonna be nice and lovely when you're eating it. It's gonna be nice and pink color. This is on medium heat, so we're just gonna go ahead and add those to the pan there. Oh, that tail is turning pink immediately. And again, you know, if you've got the already cooked shrimp on hand, that's perfectly fine if you want to use that. I just have a preference sometimes, you know, it is what it is. I'm going to go ahead and add just a little bit of garlic powder, maybe. And the reason I'm adding a little bit of garlic to it, because like I said, I want my shrimp to be nice and have, you know, not just have the flavor of the cocktail sauce, but also have a flavor to my shrimp as well. Y'all already know who I am, right? These are done, so I'm going to go ahead and take them out and turn the heat off. They literally cooked in just a couple minutes. And where I put them on a paper towel lined plate to drain any of the excess liquid off of them, you know what? I don't know if you guys knew this, but I love paper plates, but I'm just gonna put a lid, another plate, not a lid, right on top of it. Call it a lid if you want. I'm gonna stick it in the refrigerator and just let it get nice and cool, because you want your shrimp to be cold when you're serving up your shrimp cocktail. Now let's go ahead and get started on our cocktail sauce. Trust and believe, my friends, this is probably one of the easiest things you will ever make in your life. Honestly, honestly. So I've got about a cup, well, that's probably over a cup, I'm not gonna lie, of ketchup, just a cup of ketchup. And let me show you this real quick. I've got a glass here that we're gonna serve our shrimp cocktail up in. This is a margarita glass, but you know what? It's gonna work out perfect. I didn't order one of them fancy shrimp cocktail glasses. I'm not about that. But this is probably slightly over a cup of ketchup, and then we're gonna add, this is to taste. I mean, this is to taste. You add as much or as little as the horseradish as you want to your ketchup. I happen to be a big, big fan of spicy. I love spicy. So whatever, you know, you do you. And we're gonna use just a little squirt, just a squirt of lemon juice. Just a squirt. If you wanted to use a little bit of hot sauce in this instead of, you know, as much horseradish, then, you know, you could do that. Couple little squirts, couple little drops, all you need. We're gonna give it a stir, and there you go. There is your cocktail sauce. That quick and easy. See, you'll never have to buy cocktail sauce again. Now, since there is an odd number of shrimp, we're gonna go ahead and try this. Even though it's hot, I don't care. I don't care that my shrimp's hot. I'm gonna give it a try. Here we go. Mmm. Man. Man. Now I remember exactly why I like to cook mine a little bit first. I like to use it raw instead of, you know, just getting it the already cooked shrimp, because you add just that little bit of garlic powder on there, and they're just seasoned perfectly, perfectly. Mmm. All right, we're gonna start off with seasoning our steaks right before we get our, sorry for all the noise, right before we get our veggies started. So what we're gonna use on this is some coarse salt. We're gonna use some garlic powder and some black pepper. That's what I like to use on mine. So we're just gonna season them liberally. I'm not really sure why. I just got these yesterday, and look at that. They're kind of turning brown already around the sides, but hey, that's all right. We're gonna eat them. We're gonna eat them. Aged steaks are better than not aged steaks. Some coarse salt and some black pepper. We've got some asparagus, some baby red potatoes that I've just quartered, and some mini bella mushrooms that I just cut in half. So we're going to add these to our pan here. And this pan is going to be, hopefully it's going to be big enough for everything. Hopefully this is the one I like to use that goes in the oven. And we're going to also use a nice big pat of butter. And we're going to let that melt. I've also got some garlic here, just roughly cut. I'm going to go ahead and toss that in there because I want to season that oil and that butter with that. Because we're going to start out with our veggies before we sear our steak. Go ahead and toss your potatoes in there. We're going to allow these to cook just a few minutes before we add, you know, our other veggies, because these are going to take just a little bit longer. Go ahead and add some salt. And we're going to add some black pepper. All right, I've let this cook for about 6 minutes, 6 to 6.5, 7 minutes. I'm going to throw another pat of butter in there. I've got them on about medium. And then I'm going to go ahead and toss in my mushrooms and my asparagus. Look at those beautiful colors. Look, look, look. Maybe a drizzle more of olive oil. A little garlic powder. Oh, and look at that. Look at that beautifulness. Dump it right into your little platter because we're, like I said, we're going to finish these off in the oven. And then we're going to add the vegetables right to this. Look at all that goodness on the bottom. That's going to be some extra flavor for your steaks. I'm going to add some olive oil. And you want to get this extremely, extremely hot, my friends. And now it's time to go ahead and add our steaks. And you hear that sizzle? That's exactly what you want to hear. Now we're going to sear these on both sides for about 3 to 4 minutes, and then we're going to add the vegetables to it, and then we're going to pop it in the oven. I'm trying to do this where you can see. Look at that. Look at that. I'm saving that one for me. We're going to pop this in the oven, 425 degrees for about 5 minutes. Here is our shrimp that has chilled nicely. Our shrimp sauce. And then we're just going to put it right into our beautiful dish. You can spoon it out, pour it in there. Just try not to make a mess. Oh, that was a perfect amount. Look at that. I'm gonna save that for me. And then you're just gonna add your shrimp. This was actually a really fun video to do. I really, really, really enjoyed this. You're gonna have to let me know if you would like to see more of these, but I guess I better show you what I made, hadn't I? Look down here. Oh, you look at this. Look at that, how beautiful and lovely that is. And look at my potatoes are nice and delicious. My mushrooms shrunk. You could leave them whole if you wanted to, and my asparagus is kind of buried down in there underneath my filet mignon. And then this beauty, look at that. Now, like I said, I supplied you with the dinner and the hors d'oeuvre. It's up to you all to, you know, figure out your own dessert, so leave me out of that.